Hey YouTube, this is React Fact. I'm Gren.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is My Hero Academia episode 21, Revival Party. So, last week we had My Villain Academy, where we had Shigaraki going around doing his own thing. We finally got to see where he's been, what he's been doing, and seeing him essentially leveling up in a sense to maybe be able to surpass our heroes. So we're really getting both sides coming to a head slowly. I want to see more. Personally, I want to see more of All For One and what he's planning. Yeah. But, what did you guys see from last week? Anything that got you hyped for this week? Anything that you saw that you're interested in?
So, Girin got kidnapped.
Girin. Yes. They cut off his fingers one by one.
Yeah, and then they had to call them and tell them that they've been sending a message because they missed it. Yeah,
they've been off fighting Giga Mechanoid.
Yeah.
Whatever that full name is. Listen, it's hard. I call him Giga, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so they've been fighting that guy. He's totally enslaved to All For One's voice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They still haven't beaten him, but they're going to go meet up with the Middle Eurasian army right now.
Yeah, and lure him in and kind of use him to defeat them. Mm-hmm. Kill two birds with one stone.
You guys think we're going to get a continuation of that, or maybe shift back to other stuff? Because that's kind of what they've done with other story drops. They give us a little story, then back to something else.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's going to be half and half.
I don't...
To show hero side and show villain side.
That'd be great, but I feel like each episode is focused on something particular. Yeah. So I'd want that to happen, but the track record, I don't think they'd do that.
Yeah, I think it's probably just going to continue.
Anything else?
I think it'll be continued.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's going to continue too.
Well, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And check out the Patreon in the description if you just want to help us out. Or if you want to see other TV shows that we're watching back on the banner on our homepage. And for you guys, just so you know, we have an ongoing patron vote right now where all the patrons $5 and up. It's $5 and up.
Actually, all tiers.
All tiers, actually. My bad. All tiers patrons, $1 and up, have the ability to vote on what show will be replacing the Tuesday show. It's going to be patron only right now. They're going to vote for top 3 out of a certain amount of shows, and those top 3 next week will be available for anybody to vote on. So keep your eyes open next week for the public poll. Anybody can vote on that one, and that will be replacing the Haikyuu episode. So thank you guys very much. See you in discussion. It must have been horrifying. It makes sense that would happen. Mm-hmm. Or did he? Oh, okay, he did.
Everyone's like, hey.
Take down the villains.
Okay. Oh, we're picking up.
Oh, here you
Hey.
That guy. Slide and go.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice guy.
He's like, well, not one that I know, though.
Oh, wow. It's a legit army.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on. We're fighting right now.
Nice.
Are they actually 110,000 people here?
Teddy bang.
A mini boss.
Ooh.
Oh.
そういうことなら得意ですね。その犯人、戸賀卑弥子ちゃんね。女子高生はなぜ狂気に至ったか、生前に語られていた衝撃のインタビュー。受けてくださる？いや。
Just no.
彼らはノンを出せない。理由は3つだ。なんと気に入る多い。1つ目。これまで連合の出現に必ず添えられていたノームが神の以降噂だけの存在だ。
How?
連合は依然動いているにもかかわらずな。 ノームとは彼らのパトロンオール・フォー・ワンからの支援物資であり、彼らにはもう自由に使える弾がないと考えられる。
I mean, there are a few.
I mean, it's correct, but it was a bad way to figure it out.
潜伏解放戦士たちは日々訓練を積んできた。続けてきた。
Mr. Spray, did you see it? Here's a spray bottle.
現役だった頃の違うスイッチ。
Oh.
いない。
Well,
人を殺める。一体どんな人生を歩んできたのかしら。
Toga backstory?
might be getting the backstory.
弁明したければ受けてください。
I'm actually not sure they're gonna win this.
MLA code name?
Oh, she's landline.
They're not lethal.
Oh, okay. That's why she's surviving every time.
Explosive blood?
Wow. Oh dear.
What?
What? She made them into bombs?
They made them into suicide bombers.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, because she keeps
Everything.
exploding.
How did she survive explosion from the inside?
なぜ普通の暮らしを捨てたのか。私は知っています。あなたの苦し
Was
み。
that
あな
Victoria?
た自身の口から聞かせていただけますか。
普通の暮らしって何ですか。
なんて顔。まるで人
A broken doll.
形。やっと答えてくれましたね。
解放軍さん、とっても素敵な世の中作ろうとしてるので私好きですよ。私も普通に生きるのです。
Alright, so she was always a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mask fell off.
私見ちゃって。トガさん、斉藤君の血を傷口にストローを刺して。
Oh.
恍惚というか、あまりにおぞましい顔をしてて。
It's creepy.
あなたは蓋をした。自身を抑圧し、仮面を作った。やめなさい。何をしてるの。その笑い方をやめなさい。
Oh.
まずい以上した。どうして普通になれないのあなたは。普通に生きてよ。
Here's about your interview.
Just like a swipe run.
でも不幸じゃない。苦しい時にはにっこり笑み。あなたたちが好きな人にキスするように、私は好きな人の血をすするの。私は不幸なんかじゃないの。
知ってるわ。あなたの異能は外見だけしか変わらない。せめて最後は可愛らしく。
私もあなたみたいに。
She can use her
Oh,
powers?
that's right.
Yeah,
No?
She just her chakra, she made her float.
I know, but she can use their powers?
目が終わりも周囲の挙動に過敏になった。女子高
I
生
thought we knew that.
世間は
Yeah, we did.
捕まらないよう
Oh
に
my gosh.
捕まらないように捕まらないように。
なんで彼女の個性
Okay, no, we just figured it out. I always
Oh,
thought
I
that she
guess.
could.
Okay. I thought we already knew
伸
that.
ばしたとでも。死への恐怖は異能を。
So she just became extremely powerful then, I guess.
Yeah.
私のこと好きになる。
Oh.
でも素敵な身だし。
Oh dear.
最高の記事に。
Oh.
いらないのは壊すんだもんね。
Hmm.
戸村君。
I can't imagine. It's after a month. Glitchy.
He said it.
あ
Oh, it's her.
この時見せるなら全部見せてくれよ。
レンコのこと応援してるから。
まるで壊れたレコーダーだ。ああ、もう最高に気分が悪い。
He touched her. Wow.
One. Wow.
Because you're all connected.
見間違いか。今触れてない人間にまで
What?
俺が伝播してなかったか。
Okay, I guess not.
信楽、お前
リーダーがやってんなら俺もいいよな。元より殺さず温存なんぞ。
Not killing people.
なぜすぐに炎を出さない。何か思っているのか、はたまた問題ありか。おいおい、どうやら知らねえな。仕方ねえ、教えてやるよ。特別だぜ。氷が溶けちまう。そうか、それは大変だ。知らないようだから教えてやる。僕は氷を操る。慣れてきた。学校に行かず、ヒーローなんかよりずっと長く。
My goodness.
最高指導者が僕を強くしてくれた。だけどその上、信楽とスピナーは一緒だった。トガちゃんが先走って行方不明。トガさ。
Yeah, where's Twice?
He's like the only one thinking about everyone else in this situation.
Yeah.
ダメだ、生きてくれ。でもみんな俺の居場所なんだ。
Man.
Oh dear. He's angry now.
Poor
池
guy.
田さんちの物置にいます。
Look like him?
Are they him?
人らしく生きるため異能を解放した結果、心に怪我を負ってしまった。
Oh, those are all his other selves.
家族友やす。解放行動。
That's why he was like,
異能人型。なぜ己の価値を理解してない。お前は解放軍に引き入れる。
Oh. Man, that one felt like it was fast.
Yeah.
Discussion.
Discussion.
That one felt like it was going fast.
Yeah.
Not in terms of pacing, but just so much was happening so fast. I felt like, how are they fitting so much in here?
Yeah.
I stopped writing at one point just because I just wanted to see all the wording of what was going on with Toga. But
Yeah.
what do you guys think of that? Huh?
That's interesting. It's hard to logic, but you
Hard
can
to
see
logic?
it happening. You know?
What aspect?
Somebody born with a really creepy quirk.
Yeah, she was born with drinking blood gives her an ability. So I wonder how much does your quirk that you're born with affect your mental state? Like for instance, look at like Sui, like
The
it's a
frog
frog
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
Does she naturally like flies and insects?
Yeah.
Does she tend towards muddy areas? You know what I mean? Like
Well, also her posture. She prefers to walk like a frog.
yeah, but then also that could be part of her quirk that
Yeah.
because her frame has been changed to be closer to that of a frog, maybe. So I'm just wondering, like her mental state, does that also change towards things like a frog? So then, does for Toga, because her ability needs her to drink blood of others, is she naturally attracted to blood? Does she like seeing wounded things because that that's her ability?
Well, it says she was born with a natural interest for blood.
But if she's born
And
with
then
but the quirk you're born with as well, you know.
Yeah.
So like, could the quirk
So
have messed
I'm-
with her brain?
Yeah, I'm assuming that the quirk made her have a natural interest for blood.
Yeah, and it started off as something creepy,
Yeah.
as it does with many serial killers, messing with dead animals or something like that. But yeah, she was always like that.
In her flashbacks, she saw Deku.
Yeah, there was
While
Deku.
they were both in school uniforms.
Yeah. And so I'm
Outside.
wondering, did she insert him in her memory, or
was she in
maybe
his
did he
contemporary?
Is that her mind palace, or was that a memory?
I'd like to believe that it's a memory because they're close to the same age, so it
Yeah.
absolutely could have happened.
And they were wearing the same uniform. That's
Yeah.
in my head is the only thing that's like, yeah, it was. I think it was the middle school uniform.
It would have had to have been, right?
And why have we never heard any mention of this incident? With
Yes.
like, because if Deku went to the same school,
Oh.
he may have been he would have been traumatized by it. hearing or finding out something like that happening.
I mean, there's a lot of they could have met up at an event, multiple school conversion.
Oh, yeah, so not the same school.
She could have transferred out.
Mm.
Like maybe it was an incident where some kind of bullying thing and they moved her. Maybe parents moved her around. A lot of different things, maybe.
Oh, that's true.
But I imagine no matter what it was, he maybe never got like a solid look at her. It probably she was looking at him, you know. Otherwise, he would have mentioned something. That,
and also,
hey, that's like
and also in the flashback with him, was he fighting someone?
It looked
it
like
looked
it.
like he was
So
fighting
it could be that this love that she has for him is why she hurt the other person. Because that was the boy that she
Yeah.
cut. Maybe she cut him in retaliation for that fight. That's what it was.
maybe.
I wasn't
She
able to
likes-
look at it and the subtitles at the same time, so I didn't really catch it.
But she likes to drink the blood of people she likes, though.
Oh, that's true.
There's a lot of complexities to her.
Yeah. I'm
But-
assuming it'll be clarified late. Well,
I like the
like
whole.
the show, maybe not.
I really like the mask imagery
Yeah.
of. No, it's not that she was broken. She was always this way.
Yeah.
And she had made this fabricated face like a psychopath of pretending to be normal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this girl is trying to get this interview out of her, despite the fact that no, she's trying to
We're
kill her.
gonna
But
kill you.
at least I will know the story,
Yeah.
and one day maybe people will hear about it.
Mm.
You know, because she wants to make this grandiose manifesto for everybody and includes everybody's stories. Her ability was amazing, by the way.
Oh, her
The
bombing ability.
Bombing ability.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
she touches turns explosion. I did call her discount back ago in the reaction though, because her explosions were way weaker.
Yeah.
Way weaker.
But also, she has this thing where she like a lead thing
Hmm
that she just smacks you with.
It blocks strong attacks like a knife attack, but
And
it
it
can
also
also funnel her explosion.
Explosion.
Mm.
Yeah.
You got everything written down?
Right, I forgot about that. Right.
I'm sorry. Toga also basically killed them. Killed everybody.
Basically, she killed him.
She dropped them from very high.
I was not gonna lie. I was a little. Pardon me. Not gonna lie. I was a little bit taken aback that killed him,
Yeah.
just because
The whole series.
you see like Toga gets shot through the air, smashes through the window.
Yeah.
She gets constantly blown up across the wall, and I get that the explosion is not that strong. Like the explosion isn't lethal,
Yeah.
you know. But at the same time, you see her drinking the blood and explodes in her mouth. So then I'm thinking, wait, did it like detonate inside of her?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you see people survive that, and then show them up high and then dropping them. Yes, it's a height. It's a large height, and I believe it. It's just
Would
the
it-
juxtaposition.
Yeah, it's
You know?
true. Technically, shouldn't have killed them. But I
Well,
guess
it depends on how high she put them, because it was above
They-
a
the-
building.
above a
The
building, true.
angles looked like it was not that high, but I assume it was way higher than it appeared.
Yeah, it was above buildings.
Yeah, but the buildings.
The buildings were like 2 or 3 stories.
Okay. I thought they were like 2-story, but even then, it's like, I mean, I'm comparing that to Toga getting launched, arcing through the sky, smashing into a window, then blowing up like 9 times.
Yeah.
Suicide bombers around her, you know.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, suicide
Wait.
bombers really show the conviction of these people.
Yeah.
true. And also, if the bomb was enough to blow them up, shouldn't it have been strong enough to cause damage to Toga?
Well, I imagine what it was is
Because
when
it's like
she detonates you, you become an explosion. Therefore, you cease to
every
exist.
little like part of you
Yeah.
disappears.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not that the explosion was stronger.
Yeah.
It's that you became the detonation. It's all this. It's still not that strong. But yeah.
I liked seeing her backstory, even though she's she's the villain, and
Yeah.
I hate when shows try to make me feel for the villain because I'm supposed to hate them.
I love
But
it.
I know you do, but it annoys me mostly. But I did enjoy seeing Toga's backstory because I did find her interesting, her little psychopathic self, and seeing more about her was cool.
I found her before this always frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I found her more annoying than anything because
Yeah.
she didn't make any sense to
Yeah.
me.
Like the archetype of, oh, I love you.
Yeah,
The
like,
yandere
I-
archetype.
Yeah, that combined with just like, why are you the way you are? None of this makes any sense. But now we got something.
Mhm.
And because of that, I kind of want to know more.
And also, I didn't really take her as being that strong, even though she was agile, and she can mess around. She can like get around you and like with a knife, like she killed those people.
Yeah.
And almost got what's her name, but I'm curious. But this time, seeing that knowing that she can even copy powers like Monoma.
Yeah.
So not only that can she look like you, but she can act like you and pass as you in every way.
Speaking of which, I always thought that. I think you said we both thought.
Yeah, I
that
thought
was-
we knew this before, but I guess not.
No.
I know that she never showed it. I assumed from her copying that a part of it was she had the power.
No,
But
Because that, like, this show has like limiters. If she was able to like be the person and copy their powers, it would make her blend in too much. She needs a weakness that you can tell that it's not the person.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, she probably can't copy their powers. She just looks like them. But then you guys were confusing me in the middle. I'm like, wait, could she? I thought she couldn't.
Yeah, we never saw it. I just said I'd always assumed she did because she was being a spy, right?
Point, yeah.
So I figured that she would never have used any of these abilities. But yeah, I like how fast she was able to move, and I assume that's partly her, partly Uraraka's quirk.
Yeah, because she
Like
can make
lighten-
herself light.
Maybe lighten herself a little bit.
Yeah. I do
what I
know that
thought.
Toga is the one that is super fast.
Yeah, she's
and
super fast.
Agile.
Yeah, but it's
So
like
I thought
she was
that was
going
just
so
her.
fast that they weren't even like moving.
Yeah.
That's how quick she was. But yeah, she showed the strength of the quirk though. She can make you go up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Don't let her touch you. She can kill you.
Yeah.
So imagine if Uraraka was evil.
I wonder how she's got Deku's quirk too. Well, she's got his
Oh, you mean
blood.
the blood?
She's got his blood.
She said that was the last one she had.
Yeah.
Well, from Uraraka.
So Monoma couldn't use it because he didn't have the ability to. If it was a stockpile quirk, he can't use it.
Yeah, so what about her?
How long does she have the ability? Because
I-
she stealthed herself with that one girl in the hero course training for like a week. Wasn't that how long that was? No,
I don't
3 days.
remember. I don't
At the very least, at least a day.
Yeah.
At least a day.
Mhm.
So if you have the ability to have it for at least a day, she could in theory use all for one then, right? Or one for all.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out at some point, though.
I know it can't be transferred willingly, but she could force activation maybe for a little bit. Maybe. I mean, there's got to be a reason they've saved the best for last. It can't be holding it and then she drinks it. What? No, nothing. There's or maybe that is it. And
Maybe.
then they're like, wait. So this means this must work like.
Or she explodes.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
Like she turns into Deco. Okay, now you're done for.
You're right. She does base her combat ability off of speed, not strength. So she doesn't really have the gains to be able to use one for all.
Well, she turns at least her appearance, but now it seems like she is gonna gain more than their appearance.
Oh, so she would gain the gains. Of
Gain the
Izuku.
gains. Yeah.
We've been speaking about her for a while, though. You guys remember?
Yeah.
We also had
she was most of the episode. Though.
yeah, that's true. We learned Destro's first name.
Destro.
Destro. Oh, yeah.
Destro.
Chikara.
Chikara.
Yeah.
Chikara something. I didn't catch the last part.
Neither me.
Probably
didn't
doesn't
even-
matter to be honest.
And who was the wife that his son came like that?
Very
Yes.
pointy.
You look for the nose. We see someone with a long nose, we know. We don't say anything.
We
So
know
are you?
immediately.
Nod. Look back.
Yeah.
His mom. Yeah.
So, he said that Destro didn't know he had a child. Is he really Destro's child?
That's a good question. Destro's dead. Some kid shows up, says, I'm Destro's son. It's fully believable that he could think he's his child,
Yeah.
but
And that would make sense why he called himself Re-Destro then.
well, it kind of goes what I was mentioning last week with these groups that are super hardcore and they build themselves out of a political ideology. Everybody afterwards tries to model themselves in the name of the leader so they can get power or maybe gather more followers. And it could just be that case here where maybe Destro got arrested, so and with that name it's assumed that they had some kind of a war. It could very well be that he's hijacking this group and putting on even more extreme values so that he can focus everybody to do what he wants.
He wants, yeah. Maybe.
I could see that easily. I could see that happening easily.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much longer this guy's gonna last.
Yeah.
Because we know what happens to Deca City.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is they don't seem like end boss villain types.
No.
So they might be going
They're
out.
just in numbers. It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and they're all over Japan, and this is just one city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they keep saying, oh, there are really 115,000 people here. So I'm wondering, are they actually all here? Because they keep saying that. They kept saying, man, they really have this many people, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know if they were saying that they had that many in this city. I think
At
they were
one
just saying
point,
90% of
Compressed
this.
guy said at that one point.
Oh, I
Yeah,
missed
he
that.
said they really have 110,000.
I thought he said
yeah,
here.
it was in general. No, it was just in general.
Okay, I thought somebody said 110,000 people are here.
No,
Something
he
like
didn't
that.
say here. He just
Not
said
him,
they really have.
because like 3 people said it. So I thought that at some point someone said here. But either way, it's like I don't fully understand why Destro would want to have them have that kind of confrontation immediately. So I want to know more about his motivations.
What is his motivation?
Because maybe eliminating the competition, sure, but why do you need to be here for this? Either he's got an insanely powerful quirk and he's confident, or
maybe he's not even in the tower.
Yeah, he's probably just
maybe not even
red herring.
Yeah.
They do have that computer guy who maybe did something.
Hologram person, maybe? Because we don't know what the other guy who was also there, the head of the Hearts and Minds party guy. He's there.
Yeah, he's definitely
We
there.
haven't seen him again.
Yeah. He
What
probably
if this is
escaped.
all hallucination?
Like maybe they're seeing if they're worth recruiting them by sacrificing all the pawns or something. Yeah. Yeah, so
90% of a city.
yeah, 90% of the city we're sleeper agents.
Yeah. And also, we're killing now. People are dying now. Before, we didn't... Nomus were pretty much the only ones dying, and people who died off screen, other than...
Night Eye.
Other than Night Eye.
Yeah, Dabby even said if my leader's doing it, I guess I can too. Because they kind of had an unofficial policy of just lay low, only kill if you really have to. So now that all gloves are off here, I'm wondering if this comes to a conclusion, if we're going to see like a major change in how the League of Villains operates. Maybe they're going to get more violent. Because I don't know if you can really go back to normal after slaughtering a town full of people.
Yeah.
Then again, these
not slaughtering.
These are the Meta Liberation Army, so the show might be putting it as well. These are expendable.
Yeah.
You know, they're all technically evil
Shuriken throwers.
Yeah, they're all technically evil and on the bad side. So it's okay if they die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping to not be disappointed with how this finishes off, because it's really hard to lay the groundwork for a big organization that's supposed to be really threatening, and they've been the whole decoding. Flyer guy, Fierce Wings.
Oh, Hawks.
Hawks. Yeah, he's been looking. I can't remember Hawks. Hawks has been spy for so long. He's sending a message to Endeavor, so they're really laying the groundwork for a really sinister, powerful organization. You know.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Overhaul went down pretty quick in terms of how quick he was introduced and then the fighting.
Yeah.
But they didn't lay a groundwork for him that seemed like he was all overpowered. They established for Overhaul that the Yakuza has been in decline for a long time and he's trying to revive it.
Yeah.
And he was scary still, you know? With this group, they're like, no, this has been something in the running for a long time. In 2 months, this 100,000 man army is going to rise up and take over, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, are they just going to be, and they're done?
I don't think so.
That's what I don't want that to happen.
I don't think it's possible for them to take them down here.
But all their leaders are here is the thing, though.
Assuming.
They've shown us.
Here.
Well, I'm not even assuming. Yeah, they've shown us they're here. We'd have to assume that it's a fake, right?
Only 2 of them they've seen in person.
True.
And then he said the other 2 were in the tower, but we don't know if that's true.
But we saw, like, outside the window, the fires burning and stuff, you know? Which,
could be farther down. I don't know.
No, I'm with you that they could be a fake.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, from where we're standing right now, it appears they're all here. And if that is the case, then I don't care how big this army is. The way they've set this up, if they kill all the leaders, it's done. Is what it feels like. But
and they're not even here to kill all the leaders. So if they like call actually everybody into this city, and they're probably just like, let's get gear in and get out.
Yeah. I mean, well, Mech guy still hasn't shown up. He could probably take him.
Yeah.
Makia could probably take that army.
Gigantomakia, I remember his name.
Yeah.
Gigantomakia.
But in the beginning, remember what we saw Tomura standing out of the rubble with his hair flaring and like raging. So it's not that Makia does most of the damage, I don't think. I think it might be him.
Tomura is in bad shape though.
Yeah.
He's sleeping. The man's straight hallucinating.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting flashbacks at the most inopportune moments.
And another flashback, he said. So he's been having them for a while now.
Yeah.
And his power upgraded to spread between people who are touching.
Yeah. The guy's always been scary, but he's actually... Well, I shouldn't say that. I always found him creepy, but I didn't find him very intimidating. Now he's getting that level of intimidation rising. Now I can see him having being a major threat, but I still need that thing that... Because in my mind, I think, okay, you're tough, but can you take a punch from all for one? Or one for all, rather. So I'm waiting for that moment of now he's capable of taking Midoriya one-on-one or All Might one-on-one. Because until that happens, I just don't see you being too much of a threat. Overhaul, I could see him being a threat because he could transform himself, he can take things, he could take All for One. Well, he got wrecked, but you know what I mean. Like he could fight him. He fought him for a bit. Yeah. Anything else, guys?
Somehow Nomu, they were mentioned in the Nomus before, but that reasoning would not hold up in the court of law.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many holes. Like just the last one alone of Dabi went to collect that one superpower Nomu. That means they don't have any more Nomus left. Or that was just a super special Nomu that everybody knows was super special and super powered. So they went to go get their super special and super powered Nomu.
Yeah.
Not that they had no more left.
They came to the conclusion based off scattered evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
That was.
Yeah, I mean, it would be different behavior if every other time you've seen them go out there with Nomus, they just ignored them and let them be out there scrapped and stuff. So maybe they're from their perspective, they're trying to figure out what they're thinking, right? So they're gonna come to strange conclusions, but yeah, they came to the correct one. Or, well, assuming correct one, we don't know if that actually is the case.
Yeah.
Because the doctor's still out there, and he's got vast full of Nomus.
Yeah.
So for all we know, it's not limited. He just didn't want it out there.
And also, he is planning to work with Tomura. So he'll probably Tomura will probably get access to these Nomus.
Yeah, and even if he didn't want to work with Tomura, I don't imagine he'd just keep them in there forever. He probably wants to experiment, see how they can do.
True.
Because I don't think Tomura ordered that Nomu to go attack Endeavor in the city. Who would have sent that, right?
I don't know.
Well, actually, Dabi did go to collect it, right? So did Tomura order it?
I don't know.
It could have been somehow All for One order it.
Yeah.
And then he told Dabi, or told them to tell Dabi to get it. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have one last thing.
I feel like the time slash.
What?
No, yeah.
Okay. Toga and Twice get captured.
No.
At the end there with those, or is that him hallucinating?
No, they're just fighting.
Those things there are the puppet master transforms some things into what looks like him to freak him out.
Okay.
They might get captured. But.
I'm saying they might because, and if they get captured, I'm trying to remember back to when we saw Hawks go into that room with the table of people. We saw Toga and Twice. Did we see any of the others?
No, but we do know that he works with Hawks later. Remember?
Who works with Hawks later?
Twice. We saw Twice with Hawks in the room later.
Right. I know. So I'm wondering if they somehow convince those two to work with them, or work with them and then like, okay, I don't know, like somehow they end up, and that's how we end up with them.
They kind of have to, right?
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering, if they got captured at the end there.
I guess that kind of. I'm sorry.
Toga did say when they were at that round table meeting Hawks, she was saying, let's take over the world for Shigaraki.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, we've seen that before, right? Where Shigaraki allows her and Twice to join an organization and then wreak havoc at some random point.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the same thing happening again?
That's what I was wondering, like somehow
But
he gets the message.
That did answer my worry, though. I completely forgot about it when I was talking about it. They're not going to get defeated here because we see Toga working with them later.
Yeah.
So we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to see at least one other season of these guys. Just how they come to that conclusion. Maybe a show of strength out of Shigaraki. Or Mecha thingy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
All I got.
All right. So final conclusion. Toga got a major power reveal with her. Major power reveal with her abilities, and she just became one of the most dangerous heroes in the League of Villains.
Yeah. Because she can totally blend in now.
I'm not talking about the blending in. I mean that if she sees somebody with an ultra dangerous quirk, like imagine like 9 with the thunderclouds, she could just grab that.
Yeah.
Like anybody. And that ice guy at the end there, I'm looking forward to that fight. Everyone else have been like group v1. That's a 1v1, and that guy seems insane. They say these guys train every single day. I want to see the fruit of that labor.
And that guy, he stopped going to school for this.
Yeah.
He spent his life on this.
I hope they don't kill him, and maybe they maybe if they do work something out, he joins up and maybe we see a fight with them versus the heroes. Because it would be a waste to have some guy who trains every single day for his whole life, makes an ice dragon, and we don't see more of him later.
Yeah.
I don't want to just see one fight out of that guy. That guy seems cool already, pun intended. But guys, thank you very much for being here. Guys, if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the comments, description, the Patreon in the description if you guys just want to help us out, or if you want to see other shows that we watch 1 week early back on our banner. And also remember, next week there will be a public poll once the Patreon poll is finished this week, and by next week Tuesday the Patreon polls will be finished. So then that week afterwards, every episode of something new that's coming out, keep your eyes out and open, and remember to vote if you want to see what show will be replacing Haikyuu on Tuesdays. So thank you guys again. See you guys next time. React Pact. Bye.
Oh, bye.
A special thanks to John, Kay, Damien, Diego, and Zach.